Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, djmo Fishing. Have you ever been in the creek trying to fish for trout? You got a brand new inline spinner, you put it on your line, you throw it out there, and you get hung up on a rock.
Got a nice snag. There's no way there's rocks all the way out there, man. And it cut me clean off. Bah. Jesus, okay.
Well, things like that happen all the time. When I'm fishing for trout, especially in creeks and rivers, you get hung up a lot of times. And most of the times you're gonna be using very light lines, so most likely you're gonna lose that inline spinner. And at $5 a pop, it can add up really quick. So it got me thinking, why can't I just build my own? That way I can save some money and be more creative and have a lot of more options to customize my own spinner. So today we're gonna be building an inline spinner. So let's get into it. So I was at the store the other day and I was looking at the Panther Martin lures. Their inline spinners are actually one of my favorites. I caught a ton of trout using the number 4 black one with the gold blade. And I was looking at the design and I'm thinking, I'm pretty sure I can replicate something like that. And also started thinking, what other options do I have if I have the ability to customize my inline spinner? So first, I'm gonna be showing you everything I bought, and at the end, I'm gonna actually do a build of an inline spinner, and I'll tell you exactly how much it cost me to actually do one. And with the stuff I bought, guys, I can build hundreds of them, so I should be pretty set. You don't have to buy all these things at once because there's literally unlimited options that you can put on an inline spinner. Obviously, some are gonna work better than others, and some are gonna be experimental. And I'll show you all the ones I have built so far towards the end of the video. But first, let me show you what I got. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go over all the things that you're probably gonna need to build these inline spinners. And we're gonna start with blades. So I got a bunch of different blades here. Believe it or not, I only paid $5 for all these blades. I actually got these on the auction in the Whatnot app. So it was like 200 blades, just random blades actually. And they gave me pretty good ones. So we got some silver ones, we got some like this. We got these ones right here that are pretty cool. They're blue on the inside and they have the little scale pattern there. We got some neons, we got white ones. So you can get blades for cents on the dollar, guys. So that will be definitely cheaper than buying one of the spinner. All right, guys, the next thing you're gonna need is gonna be the body of the inline spinner. And that also is gonna be the weight of your spinner here. So these right here, guys, these are actually bass casting weights. They come with a little swivel attached to them, and I just cut them off. They are lead, and I just paint the lead, and I got black ones and pink ones just because that's the colors I had to paint lead. But they mimic really good Panther Martin lure right there, guys. That looks like a number 2 Panther Martin. As far as the weight and the look goes, it's perfect for what we need. And I bought a bunch of different ones, actually different weights. I got bigger ones here and different shaped ones. So I went ahead and painted all of these. As you can see, they come like this. These are not painted. So we're gonna be making some silver lures as well. That's why I left them like that. These guys are $1.99 for a pack of 8. So you're paying like 20 cents for this right here. If you add another 20 cents for the blades, you're looking at 40 cents so far. The next thing that is really important that you're gonna need is gonna be your wire. You obviously can use any wire, but because I don't have a wiring looping tool, I went ahead and I bought on Amazon these wires right here. These come with the eye of the lure already pre-made. You guys can see it's already pre-made on one side. That makes it so easy to work with it on the other side. So these are perfect for the size of spinner we're gonna need, but I actually ordered a bunch of different sizes just in case. I'm liking the small ones here, and this was probably like 10 cents. I got 100 of them for like $10. So I would say, safely say this is 10 cents here. The main thing, guys, is that it has that loop already pre-made, and that saves you a lot of trouble working and making these lures here. The next thing I need, guys, is gonna be these little clamps. This is not the bag they came in with. These little clamps actually hold your blade and allow it to spin freely on your wire. This is what they look like right there. So you see, you put your wire to one side, put the blade in the middle, and then the wire comes out on the other side. These are fairly cheap, guys. I mean, this is gonna be a couple cents. I pay like $5.99 for hundreds of them, so it should be pretty cheap, and it will add no value. I mean, they're really important, but they don't cost you much into the build. Now from there, guys, you're gonna start thinking about the hooks you're gonna need. I got a couple options here. Obviously, I prefer treble hooks for inline spinners, but there's some areas I fish don't allow you to actually use a treble hook. So you're gonna have to use a single hook, single point hook. So we also have these. These are salmon eggs and size number 8. Pretty nice, actually. They work really well. But if you want to go super cheap, you can go with just an eagle claw bait holder hook. I got some smaller hooks here, like small treble hooks, that works really well. We're gonna be building both, like single point hooks and treble hooks, just to have different options. But you can use whatever hook you want, and that's the cool part about making your own inline spinner, because you can be creative and you can customize it the way you like. Now from there, guys, it's open to imagination, guys. We got some terminal tackle here. I got splitting rings. If I want to put a split ring, that way I can change my hook whenever I want to. We got some barrel swivels if I want to add a barrel swivel at the beginning of the lure. Some snap swivels here. So that is going to be really customizable and depending on what your application is. You want to use those. Same thing about the beads, guys. I got a bunch of beads here. This is just really tiny plastic beads, and I got these green ones, and I got bigger beads here, all the colors you can imagine. And these are my favorite here. These are a little more pricey, but every single one of these containers has probably like 300 to 500 little metal beads, and it cost me $2.99 at Hobby Lobby. So I got silver ones, black ones, and this is more like what we call a nickel color, like a nickel look right there. But yeah, these are the beads that I like to use, and that's all we need for now. As far as tool goes, you're gonna need some cutting pliers, you're gonna need some fine point pliers, and you're gonna need your split ring pliers. If you have split rings, obviously you're gonna need that. That's it. This is everything we're gonna need for this build right here. This specific one, I just like the colors that we're gonna be using. We got this blade right here on that purple. The paint on this is like so nice, guys. We got the wire, treble hook, the body that I painted black, split ring, little clamp for the blade. We got 3 black beads and just a snap swivel there that we're gonna put on the top there. So we're gonna start with the wire, guys. We're gonna make this as simple as possible, and I try to go as fast as I can. So I'm gonna put your wire through the first part of this clamp here. Put it just like that. I don't know if you can see that. And then you're gonna grab your blade and you're gonna stick it right in the middle there, and you're gonna bring the wire. So it came out. We're gonna bring the wire through the other side, just like that, guys. Now your blade can spin freely on the wire there. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add our beads here. Now these beads, guys, are really tiny, so I would suggest you use some pliers, especially if you have big fat fingers like I do. So just gonna add these beads. Just 1, 2, 3. There we go. You end up with something like this. It's already taking a nice shape. Okay. Next thing you want to do is you want to add your body there. Obviously, you want to come this way with the body. There we go. And it's already starting to look like a nice spinner there. See the blade cover completely the body, which is an option here. And I really like those colors put together. So now we're gonna put that down for a second there. We're gonna add our treble hook to this split ring here. And obviously, if you guys know how split rings work, it's super simple stuff. You bring your pliers around, open it up, and just add it. So we're gonna put that aside like that. So grab a spinner back up, and we're gonna probably start on the halfway point there. Halfway point of this wire, and it's probably like 2 inches from the end if you have everything all the way down, or like 1.5 inches. So we're gonna grab a pliers here, and we're gonna make a loop. Now this loop right here doesn't have to be perfect, but you want to make it as pretty as you can. And it doesn't have to be perfect, guys. Just try to make a loop. That's all you're doing. Just take my time, bending it piece by piece. All right, you end up with something like this. See that? It's not a closed loop, but it's definitely a loop there. So now we're gonna add a split ring. We could do this later, but I like to do it now. That way my wire, when I pull it from the top, doesn't go through the body, because that could happen. Obviously, you want to be careful because you already have the hook there. And what you're trying to do is you want to put this end of the wire back through the body there. So you're going to bend it a little bit and try to go back in the body there. Kind of push it straight up. And now we're going to push it all the way through. Should start coming out on the other side. So just be careful you don't get that treble hook on your fingers. Haven't happened yet, but those are really sharp there. So, okay, you see, it's coming out on this side right here. So I'm gonna push it just enough that you can grab that side from the top there with your pliers. Okay, and all you have to do is you wanna grab it, hold the body with your fingers real tight. Don't let it slip on you, because if it does, you're gonna end up with a treble hook on your hand. And then you see the loop. Let me show you. You see the loop at the bottom there. It's closing up. All right. So what you want to do is you want to pull it until you're happy with the size of that loop. Almost there. So put a little bit more. Okay. So when you're happy, what you want to do is, as you're pulling, bend that wire towards you. Okay. And you're gonna end up with something like that. See? So we're gonna bend that wire. That's gonna hold everything in place. And this is the easy part. Now you bring your cutting pliers, and you wanna get as close as possible to the wire. And you just wanna snip the wire. And technically, you got yourself a nice brand new spinner right there. What we have to do now is just to add the snap swivel to the top, and this is just to save me some time in the water. Okay. I know a lot of people don't like snap swivels, but I'm fishing for trout, so that should be pretty fine. But there you go, guys. That's it. That is a nice homemade spinner, and I guarantee you that can catch some fish. All right, guys, so there's a few that I already made right here. As you guys can see, I've been making it for a little bit here. There's a few that I'm really eager to take to the water and test out, like this one right here. This is literally all black blade, black body, and even the hook is on the darker color. So I'm really curious to see how this one does in the water. We got another one here that I just kept silver. Might be the silver bullet here, but this is what it looked like. You got a silver body and a Colorado blade. I put one of those red beads on it, and tiny little treble hook right there on the gold color, just to give it a little bit of contrast. But that should definitely catch some trout there, guys. And made some big ones. Got a little creative here, you would say. Just using some random colors, white and that neon orange. And these are the most heavy ones I made. The black one with the copper blade there looks pretty good. Those are for deeper water. And this one right here with the large blade. And yeah, I'm curious how these are gonna actually work in the water. I know for a fact that some of these are gonna catch fish for sure. These are the ones that I made that I feel like will have high number yield of fish right here. That silver blade, and that resembles a lot what you will get buying a Panther Martin lure right there. So let's say 20 cents for the body, probably another 20 cents for the blade, that's 40 cents. The beads, couple cents. The hook, maybe another 20 cents, and the wire, like 10 cents. So I would probably say this bill right here will cost me around 80 cents to be on the safe side there. Definitely beats $4 a pop, $5 a pop that you pay. And I feel like this actually is better quality, guys. So if you never built your own spinners before, I recommend you to try it. Let me know down in the comments if you do. Look at this one. This is actually pretty nice right there. I love the colors of this one right there. And then I put a single hook there because I'm fishing some areas that are late harvest regulations on. So you can only use one hook on them. So yeah, definitely. I'm excited to test this out. I'm probably going to be making a video in the future about it. Just stay tuned about it. And there you go. All right, guys, there you go. That's how you make your own inline spinners. Really simple, really easy, and it could save you tons of money. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. I appreciate your support, guys. Thank you for watching this far. Don't forget to like, share, hype, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.